good. How you doing?
I'm great. It's good to see you again.
You too.
All right. So you are Misty Smith,
Mm-hmm.
and what role do you play on Good Girls?
Esther.
You play the role of Esther.
I play the role of Esther.
Running by a ring. She's a good girl. A good girl.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Misty. I'm Floridian-born actress. Flew to Atlanta for college. Actually, I was a pre-med major.
Oh, okay.
I was supposed to be a doctor.
Oh, me too.
Didn't really happen.
Didn't happen for me either.
Didn't happen.
Okay, gotcha.
No, couldn't do it.
So how long have you been acting?
Over 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been doing it what seems like all my life. So
Gotcha. So what kind of projects have you done?
commercials. I've done industrials. That's a big thing in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people's bread and butter.
Yeah.
So I've done TV, done House of Pain, of course. But I've done TV, commercials, and film, pretty much.
Great. So what can you tell me about this character of Esther?
Esther. Esther is my idea of a epitome of a good girl. You know, she's church-based. Her husband's a pastor. She married what I think was the idea of love. She has this big front that she's putting on in front of her friends about the true nature of her relationship. And I like it because it's the nature of so many relationships that you see today. You know, you kind of put up a big front on what you want it to seem, but behind closed doors, it's not really all it's cracked up to be. So I like the fact that she has those layers to her.
Gotcha. So if you could describe Good Girls, the project, in one word or phrase, what would it be?
Innovative.
Okay, very nice. So can you relate to some of the scenarios in this project, either with your character or with others?
Good God, yes. yes. I've I don't want to say personally experienced, but I know the scene with the opening one with King. That was, yeah,
Gotcha.
It touched a lot. Flashbacks.
So tell us something that people may not know about you.
I'm a mother. A lot of people don't know that. Usually when I show up to set with my daughter, they're like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Oh, that's me. That's a mini version of me." So I'm a mom.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Are you anything like your character of Esther?
I have bits and pieces of her. I am very big on wanting to portray something that I feel people may want to see versus kind of giving the real deal, just because you never really know how people are going to perceive you. So you kind of want to play it safe, and I think that's what she does. Okay. So I kind of relate to her in that way.
What's the worst date that you've ever been on?
I think the worst date that I had was when we went out to dinner, and it was just it was very extra, you know? It was like he was just all ready to have sex, you know? Like I didn't even order him a drink yet.
Right.
He's like, "Girl, you look good. You look good. Did you know that?" I was like, "Well, I hope so." You know?
Gotcha.
Asked him about my panties and everything.
Oh my gosh.
He was very, very blunt.
Gotcha.
Very uncomfortable.
So what do you hope people would take away from a show like Good Girls?
A different perspective, you know, about relationships, because I think sometimes with media and different types of shows, you kind of see one dynamic from our perspective, I should say. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping people basically just have a different perspective. They get to see a different viewpoint, and they're inspired to continue with the fact that, you know, healthy, good relationships can and do exist, and the average person goes through the same scenarios. Like, nobody is exempt from it, but it doesn't mean that you can't have a healthy relationship and a little fun at the same time with your girlfriend. So.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your favorite word?
I can't really say it
Gotcha.
right now, but it's an expletive.
Gotcha.
And it's always fun to say. I don't care what mood you're in, whether you're sad or happy, it just brings some type of positive energy out of you. But I promise you, if I were to say it, you'd love it.
Okay, we'll have to guess what that is. All right, so do you have a favorite moment from last season?
My favorite moment was that damn bubble bath. I sat in that tub for what seemed like eons. It's the cleanest I've ever been.
Yes.
You know?
Can you elaborate a little bit more on the bubble bath scene that you had?
It was so much fun. It was basically the scene where my husband was coming in from work, or I believe work. I don't really know where he was.
Yeah.
He took forever to come home. And I was basically trying to set the mood because, you know, we haven't been, you know, having sex. So I was trying to set the mood, hoping that he'd want to do a little hokey pokey, and it didn't really happen like that.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So how can someone get in touch with you?
Instagram, Misty, MYSTIE 2010. I'm on there. I have an acting page on Facebook, which is also under Misty D. Smith. And they can also find me on Good Girls Twitter as well. And they can also find me on Good Girls YouTube on the episode. They can find me on there as well.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good girls.